Hey guys, I'm back again. Jeez, you're probably getting tired of me now. I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different today, tonight, whatever. And it's actually something that might be good for those just starting out vaping or wanting to start out vaping, because we all know getting off them cancer sticks is the best thing you can do. It's coming along nicely, by the way. And the dreads are looking messy, but they're getting there. I'm working on them. But yeah, the thing I'm going to be showing you today is the Pulse. Pulse pod system from Limitless. Now, I know it sounds a bit weird for someone who's been vaping for as long as I have, which is like 2 years-ish, but I actually really enjoy this. This is something I can stick a high nicotine juice in and just vape away. Now, one of the good things about it, for those who are smokers, if you're moving on to vaping, if I can get my words out without my voice cracking, if you're moving on to vaping from smoking, this is basically working with the same amount of effort as smoking a cigarette, if not less. You do have a little bit of effort of refilling these pods every so often, and when the cores officially, finally burn, replacing the pod. Kind of a downside, you do have to replace the whole pod, but we'll get onto that. Now, you have the pods, and you have the battery. This is a 1 voltage, 1 wattage, whatever system, which literally works on you suck and it goes. Add your own euphemism there if you really want to. The basic gist of it is that's all there is to it. That's all you have to do other than refilling that pod. The pods come empty, you fill it with whatever juice you want, and give it a couple of dry toots, maybe like that. And then pop it, this one's a bit tight, but pop it in, like that. You're ready to go. That's it. That is it. It could not be more simple. One of the great things about this is it also has a bit of a gimmick. Because you see this light? It's green, yeah? Now it's blue. Now it's darker blue. Now it's purple. Now it's red. Now it's blue. Light blue. Now it's light green. Now it's dark green. I like green, so I stick to green. Simple micro USB charger. Lights up when you puff. And you're golden. I mean, you can check, that's literally all that button does. The button, literally right there, that diamond shape, just changes the colour. Doesn't change the voltage or anything. Doesn't do anything other than change the colour of that light, which goes all the way along it, which means, yeah, you can't really use it in a cinema because they're going to be like, where's that puff of cloud coming from? There's a little light there. Let's go for that. Basic nub and gist to the thing is it's like a starter kit, but it's got the branding of a high profile kit because it's Limitless. It's the Limitless, if I get this the right way up, Pulse. It's got Limitless branding back here. It's got this little ply rock thing, electronic cigarette, pod here. Now to refill it, you get your pod. Can't even get the top off now. Take your mouthpiece off, and there's a little rubber grommet washer thing there, which you pop out, stick your needle nose bottle in, because that's what you're going to have to use, because a glass dropper isn't going to work. Fill it up, pop that back in, click that back on, because it clicks, it snaps with authority, so authority, respect it. Goes in there, clicks in, not as harsh a click there, and you vape it. It is a mouth to lung vape, so it's a tight draw. It's not the tightest draw. I'd say it's quite tight, but it's not pinprick tight, because you actually have your airflow holes right here on both sides. That's your airflow holes. So, like all your other tanks, it has airflow holes because it needs them. Comes in, under, and up. That's it. That is it. I mean, I could go into saying, look, those two bits there, they're your contacts contact into two contacts in there, and go for all the semantics and pedantic stuff, but what's the point? Most of the people that are going to buy this are going to either already know what a pod system is, or not give a shit. So what's the point? There's no point in me going into all the tiny little things, like what voltage it actually comes out at. I don't know, but if I did, there wouldn't be a point in me telling you. I don't know the ohms of the coils that are in it. I don't know anything other than you fill it with juice, you turn it on, which is 5 clicks, you turn it off, which is 5 clicks, same as any other device. Just turn it off, flash is red, turn it on, flashes multicolour, starts off red, blue, light green, dark green. I like dark green, so I'm going to go with dark green. You can stand there and you can vape it like it was a cigarette, or you can hold it daintily like this. You can do what you want. It's down to you. What really matters is the fact that you're off the cigarettes. Now, I'm going to say this. If you're one that used to enjoy rolling cigarettes, this might not be for you. Because if you enjoy rolling cigarettes, you enjoy doing stuff with your hands. Those are the types of people that move on to doing coils and building their own atomizers, like I did. I went on and I built coils, I built atomizers, I make my own fused Claptons now, I do all that sort of stuff because I used to roll cigarettes. Because I used to make something and have the satisfaction of making it and then using it. This isn't really like that. This is more for those who bought packets of cigarettes and just went, net, like, go, smoke, done. Because it's so simple. It was simple to do, it was easy to do, it was quick, and you were good. This is for that kind of person. It can be for people who roll, but that's if you want to give up the making stuff. If you don't want to give that up, start with a sub-ohm tank that you can get an RBA deck for. Like a Kangatech, like I did. I went for a Kangatech Mini, and I got an RBA deck with it. So I started building that. And I had fun doing that. Because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the idea of building my own coils and doing my own thing. That's not for everyone. I get that. Some people aren't as into it as that. But I was. So I did. This beautiful thing here is a starter kit, in not so many words. It's a starter kit, it's a pod system, it's a vape pen, it's a e-cigarette, whatever you want to call it. It's simple and it works. It's for those who like mouth-to-lung vapes, or for those who are moving from cigarettes onto vaping and want something similar to a cigarette. I'm going to say this now, in no way is this similar to a cigarette in harm. Vaping is a harm reduction tool. It's a way of moving from cigarettes to a less harmful alternative. Still getting the nicotine, which is the most dangerous part of this. Alright? That's the most dangerous thing in these things. The nicotine. Because the only other things are your flavourings, which that's a bit of a toss-up depending on what flavourings you get and where you get them from. If you're making your own juice. If you're not, that's down to the company that you're buying from. You got vegetable glycerin, which is vegetable sugar. Glycerin, look up the word. What is it? It's sugar. Propylene glycol. That's sugar as well. Holy shit. It's fucking sugar. Yes, that was meant as flipping the bird, or whatever you call it. The V. Yeah, fuck off. It is a much less harmful alternative than smoking. I mean, you get these nicotine patches. They're good. If they don't work for you, you get nicotine gum. They could work for people. Some people. If they don't work for you, fine. Try vaping. Doesn't work for you, fine. More for the rest of us. What pisses me off is the people that try and say, oh no, it's vaping, it's worse than smoking. Not worse than smoking. This is probably one of the safer versions. You get the ones with 18650s. You use that 18650 wrong, it could vent. It could cause thermal runaway, which will have it explode. Those are the idiots that you see all over the news whenever it comes to e-cigarette use. I used an e-cigarette and it blew half my face off. Why? Why did it blow half your face off? I used it wrong. Don't use it wrong. Fucking hell. As you can tell, I'm quite passionate about that. Excuse me. Now, I do use this. I use this on a daily basis since getting it at Vape Jam. And I use a high nicotine juice. Well, I say a high nicotine juice. I use a 6mg juice in it. Currently, what's in here is 6mg red shark gummies from the Shark Gummies e-liquid company. If I can get my words out. Now, flavour, it's not the best. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's good. Vapour, obviously it's a mouth-to-lung kit, so it's not going to be excellent. It's going to be the capacity of your mouth, basically, because it's mouth to lung. Other than that, there's not really much else to say. You want to start vaping? Try one of these. Limitless Pulse. Google it. You'll find it. The Limitless Pulse e-cigarette. Suppose I'll see you guys in Valhalla. Try to get there. And die well, alright? Not from smoking.